Okay. So, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Halloween Eve. But also happy Sunday before Nano. Welcome. Uh, yes, I did a thing yesterday at the at the suggestion and the prodding, and they didn't have to suggest very hard nor prod very hard, of Kat and Glory. We made Charlie a cow timer. So if you have not seen, Charlie now has a farting cow timer for their channel. It was surprisingly not that time consuming to pop the video after it had been rendered into Google Drive. That only took maybe about 7 to 8 minutes for it to pop into Google Drive, which was nice. And then I could share the folder with Charlie so that Charlie could use it as they will. So Charlie has now uploaded the timer, which is wonderful. So we can use that if y'all would like. We also have several new googly-eyed timers. I think I've put up 3. Yes, I've put up 3. I'm still working on some of the longer ones, but we have googly-eyed timers for for Nano. So there are quite a few things that we can get done, should get done today. This piece is just like gonna want to. So yes, so I'm excited. I think I have everything outlined the way that I want it to be for Nano. So I think I am ready. I say that, and then there'll be something that pops up like tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be like, I forgot to do X, Y, Z. But anyway, for today, I think I am okay. So I think I don't have a tracker yet in my bullet journal for the word count. What have I done? And why is this all messed up? Oh, okay. Sorry. I forgot that I had half shuffled some of these. So yeah. But yes. So hello, welcome. I have not pulled cards yet for today, which is what I was like pulling the deck closer to me for. I have had some food. I have had coffee. I do have a cup of tea next to me as well. So I hope that you have had something to fortify yourself and get you ready for the nonsense that is today and or Nano in general. Okay, interesting. All right, so we have an oracle card. Now I have to shuffle and get the other, but let me say hello to everybody. So Charlie, of course, Charlie was over on Kat's stream with Jace. So that was always a bit of fun. So yes, you know what you've done. And if anyone doesn't, here's the backstory for the new timer on your channel from your point of view. Oh, did you vlog it? Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm so happy about this. Okay, yes. Okay, so Monique is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Sonia is here. Hello. And Sako is here, slinking in from Kat's stream. Hello. Welcome. Happy Mischief Night. Yes. Yes, yes. It exists and you are still laughing. I mean, I love the cow. I love all of them. They're so fun. Okay, that one popped out at me. Okay, all right. So we have two cards, and I think they are a nice balance. So, Monique says, you are currently outlining and you need some help. Chapter 34 has Andy helping Jane while she's in the middle of an emotional breakdown. Okay. So you're trying to decide if that should happen while they are doing the spring break theater rehearsals or during their martial arts lesson. I think you have to go back to your understanding of this character. And does Jane feel closer to emotions when she is taking on someone else's role? Does she allow that to be cathartic for her in terms of like understanding others? Is she more likely to break through that emotion in that situation where she is acting as someone else? Or is she more likely to have that breakthrough of her emotions when physically moving her body, which would be more of the martial arts lesson? So I think this has to be a little bit more based on your understanding of the character. That would be my suggestion, is ask yourself whether or not this character would be more likely to break through during acting or during physically, like during emoting for a certain scene or during physically moving. So that would be my suggestion. And that's totally and wholly based on my understanding of theater children and dancers in the form of one of my besties who is both. So that is just what you get. That is my understanding, which is not very helpful. The other thing you need help figuring out is where Jane and Andy can go. I mean, during the emotional breakdown, the next big plot beat is that they rescue a kid from a dad who is publicly drunk and disorderly. Okay. Why are they doing it and not the adults? That would be my question. Are there no other adults around? Originally, you had them going to a park, but the lowest point happened there already. Okay, yeah. Maybe not want to return to that physical setting then. Megan is practicing your French and adding words to notions so that you can study them. Excellent. Rose is here. Hello. Welcome. Persephone is here. Hey, writer peeps. Hello. CB says, hello. Don't forget to give the like button some love. Yes, thank you. You're trying to get your hair to cooperate. Me too. Monique says, well, the question is, would Jane and Andy have rehearsals at school during spring break? Generally, no. Generally, if school is out, school is out. There are no practices. There are no... Generally, that's how things work. The kids might get together, theater kids might get together and practice their lines anyway, but they would not necessarily be an organized, like, actual rehearsal. Because there are too many kids who go out of town during spring break, during any break. Rose says, P.S. I am not ready for Nano. I'm probably actually not. My brain is currently telling me that I am. And so I'm relatively calm about it. And tomorrow I'll probably break out into anxiety about it. But for today, we're fine so far. Thanks for the insight. The martial arts would work better. Okay, good. Chapter 34 ends with Jane and Andy going out somewhere for Jane to take a walk and decompress. Gotcha. Ooh, Sako is working on a Hierophant card for the video game that you've signed on to work for. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Both the fact that you are signed on to work for a video game, creating a video game, and also that you are creating your own tarot cards. That's amazing. Rosalind says, hello, welcome. You had organized rehearsals during Easter break. Really? Interesting. But didn't you also go to like a Catholic school? Maybe that's different than public school. I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, let's do the cards. So we have both a masculine and feminine card today, which is why I said the balance is nice. So we have From the Oracle deck, we have the Lunar God, which is the masculine aspects, which is card number 42. Also, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy number. So we have the masculine. Are you going to like focus on the card? No. Let's see if I can get the distance just right. Maybe. Are you not? This is the gloss on this deck. There we go. The gloss on this deck becomes slightly problematic. So you have the male aspect of the moon, masculine aspect. So it's time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more. Enroll in a course or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than you. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. So if you need a mantra, may the positive attributes of the masculine align with me. While lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are solar. They are conspicuous when they do appear. The Australian Aboriginal deity of the Wannerua tribal area in Biame encourages us to observe the laws of the land and to appreciate the beauty around us. Biame is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not... Where was I? I lost my place. Does not need to be spoken about, just witnessed with the eyes and of our head and our heart. The Norse god Mani, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian Sin shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. There are many more. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding, and protection of the weak, are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender or orientation. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance for those who may need it. And if you need a companion stone, it suggests the black opal, which I do have a point of. Let me see if I right there, which it looks more brown, but I have been told that that is a proper black opal. So that is the masculine attribute for today. And then we have the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess. Let's see if I can get this angle right. And there is definitely some gloss going on back there. So we're going to have to find out what that is in this tarot deck. Okay, so mystery, occult knowledge, subconscious, and intuition. Sitting atop a crescent moon, the High Priestess is enveloped by an aura of mystery, stillness, and hallowed power. She commonly represents the feminine counterpart to the masculine magician, quiet and contemplative instead of frenetic and active. A pomegranate symbolizes the fertility of the feminine power represented, while her other hand holds a dowsing pendulum that seeks to gain knowledge of a less apparent nature. Centered on her neck is a key, a symbol of potential to be unlocked by this occult knowledge. The High Priestess suggests a time of stillness and investigation. Now is the time to illuminate the unknown with the light of her crescent moon. Delve deeper into the underlying nature and truths. Thoughts and information gathered should be reviewed and meditated upon. This card may also represent an individual who embodies these qualities. Someone with a deep understanding regarding occult topics, a teacher of such subjects, or a reserved individual with a large repository of knowledge. So behind the High Priestess is a topographic map of the Mariana Trench. Known as the deepest point on the Earth's surface at an estimated 7 miles, the trench represents one of the most hidden and difficult to access locations on Earth, due in large part to the crippling water pressure at such depths. In spite of this, it is brimming with potential knowledge and unexplored species, and the most recent expeditions uncovering glowing life, single-celled organisms 4 inches in length, and supergiant crustaceans more than 20 times the size of their normal counterparts. So we have our priestess sitting on the crescent moon. We have the Mariana Trench way down deep. And yep, there's the key and her dowsing pendant and the pomegranate floating above her head, or her hand, excuse me. So definitely, it's nice to get both like the masculine and feminine side of things, like the balance of like, yes, you can have everything. You can contemplate things and find the deeper meaning and truth behind it, and then you may act and protect others with that knowledge. So definitely a nice pull. Okay. Okay, so CB and Monique, we're still talking about the possibility of the practices during Easter break. Sucker says you actually have your own deck that you did in 2020, but these are art directed for this tarot based on the card game. Gotcha. Sonia took down your pre-order until you get formatting software. Oh, okay. So too many formatting issues for right now. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we don't usually hear of a whole lot of male moon gods, but there are some. There are definitely some. Catholic schools are usually not private schools. You think there are some, but most people who want their kids to go to Catholic school that doesn't allow secular activities will be homeschooled. Okay. Hello, Bunny. How are you? CB says we were not allowed to do Greece. You're frankly amazed that we were allowed to do Les Mis because of what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Persephone says, yay for the high priestess. Monique's also definitely vibing more with the high priestess. But yeah, it's a nice balance to have both of those cards pop out on the same day. Hello, Sunny Girl. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're about to start our first sprinty sprint. Cool Gamer says, hi. Hello. All right. So should we do Charlie's Cow or should we do one of the new nanos? So we have either way, we're going to start with the 25. So we have either, let's do this. Either we have the NaNoWriMo that has googly eyes, or we start with Charlie's Cow. Which one would you prefer? I know we're still in spooky season, but I kind of want to do the new timers. Okay, so we have new nano, googly eyes, googly eyes. Okay, we'll start with the googly eyes, and then we'll go to Charlie's Cow. And Charlie's Cow is on Charlie's channel, so you can always find it there. Okay, let's see if I can get this back up. All right, and so this is inspired by the 2022 Nano banner themes. So I definitely can't take credit for the sort of like inspiration, but the googly eyes are definitely just the wacky that I love. Okay. So 1, save your document if you have already been working today. If not, now's a fantastic time to pull up your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. Why did this open on this side? I don't know. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25-minute silent NaNoWriMo timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How was that? Was that a good sprint for you? Did we manage to get a good bit done? I managed to get quite a bit done. I feel like that was a decent sprint for me. Sorry, trying to draw straight lines, straightish lines. It's working, sort of. All right. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for my tracker in terms of how am I going to make tracking my progress on paper more fun, more exciting. Still haven't made a decision on that because I hate making decisions. Okay, so let's see. Persephone said, you think the googly eyes are an appropriate symbol for how we all might be feeling pre-nano. And then I mentioned and during. Let's see. Monique made a decision. Good for you. That's amazing. Let's see. Persephone says, that almost sounds like a title. Jane and Andy go to the mall. It has a Retro's 80 feel to it. What could happen at the mall? Nothing bad ever happens at the mall until it does. Exactly. Yes. In your previous draft, they encountered a kid who's running away from her dad. Trouble, if not bad. Yes. Maybe you could change it so the kid just got separated from her mom. Depends on the vibe that you want. Prophet, hello. Hello, working bees, just passing by. Excellent. Thank you. I did remember to pop this tiny URL in the chat that is for the spreadsheet that Kat, Devin, Glory, and myself have all been adding things to for the channel list as well as the streams going into Nano. So, yeah. So that should be pinned to the chat now. Prophet said last night in UK, but they have wireless on the train. Woohoo! Nice. Devin is still banned. Devin cannot appeal again until Tuesday. But Devin, I think, still has the same form to fill out, which is only 1,000 characters long, and you have to essentially like figure out exactly what to say in 1,000 characters in order to get your channel back, which is mind-boggling. So yeah. So that still is happening. Yeah, Fernie face. Heart to Devin. Yes. Hashtag free Devin. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We have wireless internet on some of the buses as well. Nice, but not all of them. Of course not. CB has permanently removed yourself from Twitter because you have a bad feeling that Elon is going to... Yeah. Well, he has stated the entire time that he has been making moves to buy Twitter that that is his intention. So yes, he's going to be allowing Mr. Orange back onto the platform. That has been a given. So Monique says if number 45 shows back up, but yeah. Well, it's inevitable at this point now that Elon has done the deal. You also changed your Twitter bio with a quote from Dante's Divine Comedy. Here one must leave behind all hesitation. Here every cowardice must meet its death. That's a fantastic quote, by the way. Yes. If Dante could survive literal circles of hell, I will survive Twitter, which is also a circle of its own hell. Yes. Yes. If Dante wasn't afraid to call out his contemporaries, he survived exile and changed Italian culture. Persephone says, love me some Dante. Yes. I mean, yes, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. It is indeed a self-insert fanfic. Yes. And hello, Melissa. Hello. You decided to keep the encounter you had planned simple. They're going to help a missing child find the mom. Okay. That takes some of the complexity out of it. Yes. I have to give props to Kat and Devin, who did the majority of it. I just came in and like popped in a few here and there. That is definitely Kat and Devin's majority of the work, and they are amazing. So Monique says the point is Jane gets some new perspective on what it means to be a vampire hunter. She wants to protect the vulnerable. Good. That realization is definitely character growth. Sonia says 81 new words. Excellent. Bonnie got today's writing plan all set up and reading over where you're at with the story because it's been a month since you worked on this one. Gotcha. Jen's bookshelf. Hello, welcome. Things are starting. You're plotting out scene by scene to prep for Nano because you're a hard plotter and you're trying to fill in all of the empty scenes that you have. Fantastic. I will likely get partway through Nano and realize that my Discovery pants have slipped back on, and then I will have no idea where in the world the middle is going because that's always how my Nano goes. Monique says you have an idea, set aside a page in your bullet journal. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing, but I will also probably just try and make a decision today and like drop a quick decent one. So Rosalind says only wrote a few words, but you spent most of the time researching finance stuff. Important, yes. Kate L, 231 for the first sprint. Fantastic. On a scene that you know you need to cut from a final draft, but it's so fun to write. Do you absolutely need to cut it if it's that fun? Not a lot of space to make your case. Yeah, 1,000 words is not a whole lot, or 1,000 characters is not a lot of space. Charlie finished 3 images for some articles that you're working on. Excellent. Hashtag free Devin. Yes, absolutely. CB says, I know that's a bit insulting to toddlers. Oh, well. That's precisely what Mr. Orange is. Exactly. Hashtag the prince was satire. You're printing out your manual word account trackers. Excellent. Cat Leo's here. Hey, yo. Hello. Welcome. Carrie is here. Hi. Hello. Excellent. Okay. We did the chat break. Now we need to do sprint number 2, which is going to be self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote, make sure that you take the time to do so during this second sprint. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, social media, blog, website, whatever it is that is writing adjacent and you would like to share, please do so during this second sprint. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You might get around that by spelling out the dot and .com and putting in some extra spaces on either side of that. Maybe some parentheses type things. But yeah, so make sure that you remember to do your self promos. And we're going to switch to Charlie's Cow. Okay, so Charlie's Cow. 1, make sure that you save your document, especially if you have made some progress there. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take another sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. Charlie's Cow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, y'all. I just made an oopsie in marker that I'm going to have to figure out. I'm just going to cover it up. That's what's going to happen. I'm just going to cover it up. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to cover it all the way up. And pretend it never happened. So don't tell anybody. Internet. That is now available for everybody to know. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, that's not going to cover it up, is it? It's too clear. Yeah, that's going to be see-through. Dang it. Okay. White out it is. And then the sticker on top of that. Whiteout is our friend. Okay, so I again mimicked the theme for this year's banner to do the calendar for November, and then I am going to have a NaNoWriMo slightly different flower theme because I have flower stickers. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do flower petals, but I may just do chaos on a page for my tracker. That's kind of where I think I'm headed, is just chaos. Which sounds about normal for my nanos, to be honest. But yeah, I think I am headed for chaos for sure. Yep. Yes, we are headed for chaos. That is what is happening. How about y'all? Are you headed for chaos, or are you like, no, we're going to be organized and have all the good things? I don't know how to avoid chaos during Nano. I don't think it's possible. It may be possible, just not for me. I don't know. Okay, don't forget that was the self-promo sprint. So let me scroll all the way back up and find all of your self-promos. CB says, I have 15 stories on archive of our own under the name Pepperoni Fan 1982, but a word of advice. Please read the author notes for warnings, especially on the ones that you posted today. Gotcha. Melissa said the cow is cracking you up. Excellent. That is what it is supposed to do. Cat Leo says, I do things. And here is Cat's writing Linktree, as well as all the things Linktree. And included in this Linktree is the spreadsheet as well. Carrie says, before I do the promo, I want to say the hair looks super cute. Thank you very much. I think I got it done like maybe 2 weeks ago-ish. I think maybe sometime around there. Carrie says, I have a Linktree under Carrie H. Author. You have a memoir journal book out, 2 projects on Vella, and your contemporary fiction comes out on Tuesday. Excellent. Kat says, also check out the AuthorTube and writing playlist spreadsheet and fill out the Google form if your channel or a channel that you know is not listed. It is by channel name and not necessarily what we call you. So my channel is under the Dawdling Writer rather than Jules, because that's what my channel name is. Rose Lynn says, sorry, I keep thinking about adult diapers and Ross Perot. I do not know what this is in reference to. I'm assuming that there was some sort of article. I don't know. I will have to look it up later. Monique says, now I have to figure out the next plot point. That is what happens, yes. Megan says, check out all my links and you're sure to find something you enjoy. And here is Megan's link tree. Monique says you posted on your Instagram. Excellent. The next plot point you need to figure out is how exactly your characters figure out that a big business conference in Dallas ties in with their Texas vampire court. You could have one of the people being in sort of like the promotional billboards or whatever. You could have one of the people on there be someone that they had seen associated with the vampire court, and so they're like, wait, there's a connection here. That could be something that happens. I don't know. Heather says, hello. Monique says the part where your characters put all the pieces together is kind of hard because it feels like conspiracy theory. Yep, sometimes that happens. Charlie says, I will be leading an interfaith Samhain service tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern on Zoom, should anyone wish to wake the dead with you. And there is the link for that in case you would like to join. Monique says, no, thank you. Heather says, I would love to join if I can. You think you need to take a break and finish watching Labyrinth. Ooh, such a good movie. Yes. Sonia says 200 words. Excellent. Good. Megan was adding more French words to your Notion language study hub. Persephone says, shh, no one needs to know. Yeah, about the mistake. Yeah, exactly. Cat messed around in the spreadsheet, got at least the column added for UTC on all the pages, then played with some emojis. Nice. Rosalind says, about halfway done with this commission and did some more researching. Excellent. Charlie says to Heather, I hope to see you there. You're very excited and very nervous about the whole thing. Heather says, I was live today for Nano. It was your last Sunday stream, but you can join me for the replay, for sprints, and do last-minute Nano prep, other creativity, and whatever you need to do. Yes. Jen says, might check it out, Charlie. Heather says, here's the link for Heather's stream. CB, compose an email for your mom. Heather is taking November off to focus on actually writing, working on revamping your freelance editing business, and planning for December and next year. Kat is like, oh, the chaos all the time. I think that's what it's going to delve into. Yes. Sako says, you were going to promo your link tree, but found it was sorely outdated. Oh, no. So I guess that's what you're probably going to be doing next. Charlie says, my Nano will be all the chaos and hopefully some of the story. I mean, CB is always organized. Yes, CB, you definitely work at that. I embrace the chaos. Kate says, much slower sprint for you, not even 100 words, but you did take the soda bread out of the oven. That is a good thing. And you will have bread to eat later, which is always nice. You printed out your trackers. Excellent. Maggie says, it is Tuesday, 5 a.m. Writers Club. Mountain time. So here's the link for November 1, that early morning sprint specifically. But CB says your Nano bag is in the hall with your knitting bag. You just need to make your lunch for Tuesday and you'll be all set. Excellent. Pearl wanted to put diapers on all the cows in Texas to stop the farting because of methane gas. I don't think that's going to work. I think that's probably going to create more waste in the landfill than anything else. So, you know, plus we do use their, well, we don't necessarily use their gas, but we do use their manure for fertilizer. Heather says you offer freelance line editing, copy editing, proofreading, sensitivity reading to independent authors and publishers, and further specialize in speculative fiction and mystery thrillers. That said, you are not opposed to editing nonfiction. Excellent. Carrie RSVP'd to the Zoom. Currently, Heather is accepting one project each for November and December, and you do free sample edits of up to 1,000 words. Here is Heather's link tree. Excellent. Okay. So now we need another sprinty sprint. And I think we should do another googly eyes. Let's do the 30-minute one. Today is Sunday. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I just looked at the clock and it said 3:30 and I was like, wait a minute. All right. So here's another one of our googly eyes nano timers. So 1, save your document and all the progress you are making. 2, make sure that you are taking a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too bad. And 4, make sure that make sure that you are taking a break if you need one. All right, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I think I have figured out how I am going to be tracking things. And it's not as chaotic as I thought it was going to be, but I have at least decided on something. So there is that. And I have gotten it almost all the way done. I need to do 2 more sets of numbers and lines. So other than that, we're good. And I will have multiple trackers. We're going to, oh, my computer was like, oh, we want to scan things. We're going to skip it for now. Am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. How are y'all doing? Are we making progress? Are we getting some things done? Kate says, these googly eyes are so perfect for nano timers. Yes. Sako also is laughing at the timer. Mama Maggie loves it. Excellent. Good. I have a couple more versions coming for the longer ones. And I do have a shorter 10-minute one that you can use for breaks that is already up. It has unicorn horns and ears and magical sparkles. So yes. Hello. You're from Brazil? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And let's see, Megan said hello. I said hello back. CB says, does anyone know what Hank Pym's eye color is? I do not. I have zero idea. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the comic. I still have no idea. Rosalind worked some more on 2 commissions, did some editing for a friend, and other miscellaneous Google searching. Excellent. Kate says 327 for that one. This scene feels like an alternative universe, aka what you could have done if you were less mean and didn't throw a love triangle into the mix. Gotcha. Morgan says you're pretty sure that Hank's eyes are blue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mama Maggie says you will be using the googly eyes for nano streams. Good. Feel free. The sound at the end is from the YouTube audio library, so there should be no copyright issues with it. The graphics are some of the free graphics on Canva. And again, since we're changing it up with the nano words and everything, should not be an issue with copyright, so feel free to use anytime you want. Morgan says Pams, yes. CB says you started working on some adult homeschooling and got 330 words. Excellent. Fantastic. Jen is doing okay, still tracking away. Excellent. Doing some backstory work in between the scene planning. Fantastic. I'm probably going to have to review some of the backstory that I created for my 2 main characters because those of you who have been here for a while know that I started this Chimera Moon universe by pulling some of my tarot cards in order to create characters and relations and conflict and everything. And so this particular story is based on the we have like the cult, we have the chimeras, we have the arcane magic as well. It's like all going to be, this is going to be sort of like the midpoint of the first story arc, the first major story arc. And so chaos, and I love it. For whatever reason, I am far more excited about this particular book than I am about book 1, which is probably why I have been struggling with book 1 so much, because I just want to like put it to the side, work on this one. I don't know. There's just something about this one in particular, these characters, that I adore. Bonnie says, got 772 words. Excellent. CB says, thanks to Morgan. Mom Maggie says, you finished making lunch. An egg and cheese biscuit with some browned crispy white cheddar. Lovely. I had pan-fried previously baked potato slices and runny fried eggs. That's what I had for lunch. 'Twas tasty. What number sprint are we on? Are we number 4 now? I think so. Okay. So we've done the 2 longer nanos that I have at the moment. Let's see, which other... We could go to spooky timers, or we could go to more of the farting timers. Which would you prefer, spooky or farts? I will leave it up to a majority and or first one if only one person decides to speak up. Screenwriter says spooky. Okay. Excellent. Or bone dog, which is a spooky one as well. So since we have a spooky and a bone dog specifically, we will go for Rotten Hood, which is bone dog. All right, Rotten Hood, where are you? There you are. Because he's got his little skeleton dog hoodie on. It's so cute. Okay. I do have spooky farts. I have the bats are spooky farts. So the bats are indeed spooky farts. So they are the best of both worlds. And we can do one of those after this one if y'all want. Okay, so for those of you who have not heard, this is Rotten Hood because he has a hoodie on. Yes, anyway, he's cute. This is also a silent timer, so you can play whatever music that you want in the background. So 1, make sure you save your document if you have been working digitally. 2, make sure that you can take a sip of whatever it is we're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for those posture checks. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was that. We got that done. I have finished with my trackers. I did a little bit of I forgot what I did because I did it sort of at the beginning of the spring. Anyway, I've got my 2 trackers. One's just the sort of like fill in the little star or flower, and then the other one is which way? This way. The line graph. Got that. Then I got the calendar. And I've gotten sort of like just a nano cover page type thing. I'm trying to figure out how I maybe want to do a couple things in terms of like visual board. Maybe I don't know, like create a vision board or something in Canva at some point. I don't know. Anyway, I did. I also pulled up my Nano. Pulled up the Nano website. Made sure I didn't have any more outstanding buddy things. And yesterday I went to. Yesterday I popped onto the self-care Saturday stream with Kat and Glory and Megan, and asked for some advice as to like which version of the mock-up covers I was intending to. I was like, I can't decide. And so they helped me pick out the current mock cover, which is going to be it's on Nano already. So that's the current mock-up cover and current working title for Chimera Moon Book 2, which is going to be the Trickster's Moon. And if y'all know, this crow or raven is because of the swords suite in the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, and because of the characters that I was pulling and creating from those cards. I had a whole lot of fun finding images for Nano thumbnails as well as for the mock cover, and that was actually how I ran across this particular image. It's from over on Pixabay. I love Pixabay, y'all. It's great. Between Canva and Pixabay, I am so covered with in terms of like images. I'm like, I'm good. So it was from Stefan Keller. And it's over on Pixabay, which is a fantastic service for images that are copyright free or free for use. If I intended to use this for like an actual cover, I would make sure that I contacted the okay. I just got a text from Bestie, and Bestie's involved in study abroad, and so she's been keeping an eye on the stampede that happened over in South Korea, over in Seoul. Oh, okay. One of the students. Oh no. Okay. One of the students at her university was there. Okay, I'll have to read that later. Fun times. Anyway, so, but for right now, for the mock cover, I don't mind using the Pixabay. But if I decided I wanted to use this as like the actual cover, I would contact Mr. Killer, Mr. and Mrs. Killer, whoever. But okay, so Megan suggests Unsplash, excuse me. Unsplash is another great website for finding great photos. Fantastic. I'll have to check out Unsplash as well. Persephone agrees. Extra. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Pages look great. Thank you. Megan studied French. Excellent. Cover is incredible. It's fun, and it was intriguing, and I'm also thinking about, because this is only about part of the photo. The other part has some really incredible statues that look very sort of like almost sort of like mothery figures, which was kind of interesting because I have the matron as sort of like the figurehead for the cult, and so I'm tempted to put that on the back, like, of the mock cover, just for myself, because I know that Nano doesn't have a back to the cover. So Bonnie got in 587 words. Excellent. Melissa did several nap sprints. Also good. Rosalind wrote a few hundred words and finished editing your friend's document. Fantastic. You have used Unsplash for many years for your nonprofit. Excellent. Yes. Kate completely dawdled. That's Brent, but hey, you're on the Dawdling Writers channel. You're allowed to do that when you need to. Mom Maggie says, you think the mock-up cover could be a print cover. I mean, it's a fantastic cover, or I mean, a fantastic image. And I think it depends on what I decide I want for like the entire series, because I would like to have some sort of like continuity, either vibe-wise or artist-wise. So depending on whether or not I can continue to find images from this person that would fit all of the covers would be a question. But it's also a term in terms of like genre. This kind of fits, but it also kind of doesn't. So it depends. It depends. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how dark the story gets before I decide that this is the final cover or not. Anyway, let's do another sprinty sprint. We've got some time. We've got about 20 minutes, so we can do a maybe less than. Maybe if you only got 15 minutes. Hey, we could do the 10-minute silly timer. Let's do the 10-minute nano googly eyes. Excellent. Okay. Present 10-minute. All right. Okay, so 1, save your document and any and all progress that you have been making. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 10 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I decided to lean back and relax with that one. I got an additional 245 that sprint, which is great. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just sort of like, contemplating decisions. All right. I think I'm in a really good spot. I think tomorrow I will be, I'll probably figure out a couple more things, and then I will be ready to go starting Tuesday for Nano. I will try and prep some more, a couple more of the Googly Eye Nano timers, the longer ones, and have those up tomorrow, so that we can go into Nano with like all of the options for Googly Eye timers. I have created a playlist for those. The first 3 are already in there, so that playlist link is now in the description in case you want to save that. The other thing is that, as Kat said, Kat has been updating the spreadsheet and keeping up with that. CB get 323 words. Excellent. Kate says, wrote just under 100 for the cooldown. Thank you for sharing the spreadsheet and the sprints. Yes. Melissa is diving into your project just as we're wrapping up. Thank you for the sprints. You're welcome. There are, I think, at least 6 more sprints today. 6 more streams today. So, in fact, let me pull that up so that we can. Oh no, we don't want to leave. Don't want to leave. I want to open a new tab. Okay, so in the chat at the top, pinned at the top, should be the link, the tiny URL for the AuthorTube spreadsheet. So let's take a look and see just what is next. Okay, I got that. Today is the 30th, so click the 30th. Scroll slightly over. So we're coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. Oh no, what is it doing? Okay, all the things. So we have creative sprints at 5. We have the revised writer at 5. We have Paper Tiger at 5:15. We have Shay with the hobbies at 7. Julie at 8, Barrett at 9, and usually Little Forest Homes comes on at 10, but that had not been pre-scheduled. So there are at least 6 more streams for you, and Morgan is live now. Okay, excellent. Okay, so the 4:30 start for Morgan is also there. So there are plenty of places for you to go. So use the tiny URL, save it, bookmark it. Make sure you're bookmarking on this first page, on the AuthorTube's channel page, because these others are going to disappear as we delete them as time goes on. So make sure that if you are bookmarking this first tab. That is my advice, because I bookmarked some of the other tabs and those are no longer good. So I have made the mistake. So please learn from my mistake. If you or your friends are not on this massive list, make sure that you fill out this form, Google form. But also remember that this is according to your actual channel name and not the name we call you. So make sure that you double check your channel name. Okay. You'll be deleting the evening of the next day so that people can look. Okay, yeah, so you're going to wait till the evening. So like here's yesterday. Some people like to look at what was yesterday's. This page will be deleted this evening so that you will no longer be able to see that tab. And so likewise, this tab will stay up until the evening of tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, so again, remember, if you're going to bookmark this, which I highly suggest you do, bookmark the first tab, please. All right. Also, don't forget to save. Save your documents. Save your progress. What link do we... Okay, so you're going to use this form right here. Up here at the top above the shareable tiny URL, you're going to see the form, Google form. When you pop this open, let me switch which screen I am presenting. When this is a 2-section Google form, so you will need to pop your channel name and channel URL in there just in case, makes it easier. Then when you go to the next section, you will have this place to put your stream title, the stream date, stream time, and which time zone that is in, and then the link to that stream in particular. So same form. There are 2 sections, but this second section would be for a specific stream if you want that added. Okay. And Kat has a video. Kat Leo has a video on Kat's channel explaining and going over the spreadsheet and the form in much slower pace and in depth. So feel free to check out Kat's channel as well to make sure you watch that video. And Kat is going to be checking the form regularly when possible. And I know Devin has been adding to it, and I know Glory also has. Glory and I also have editing privileges. So hopefully between the 4 of us, we can keep it relatively quickly updated. So yeah. Okay, so QWERTY, Morgan, Heart Breathings are all currently live or going to be live. I think currently. Yes, currently. Yes. So make sure that you check out the authortube spreadsheet, and also make sure you save your document. Make sure you're hydrating and stretching occasionally, all the good things. I will be back tomorrow, 1 to 3. All of my November streams have already been scheduled, so I don't have to do that tonight. Yay! Excellent. All right. I will see y'all soon. Thank you very much, and I will see y'all later. Bye!